So we are going to be looking a little bit on the mystery of the creation, the mystery of angelic beings, the mystery of man. So I want you to be considering Michael, and if you look at Michael, he is a revelation of the power of God. The power of God, it goes before him, even before he speaks. It goes before him. So he doesn't need to introduce himself. He carries within himself the energy of God. And that very same energy, it speaks for him. So he doesn't know how to speak for himself. Consider even Gabriel. Gabriel is a messenger angel. When he comes to you, you begin to know things. So he is a custodian. He is a custodian of the mysteries and the revelation of Jesus Christ. So angels are real. Angels are very, very, very real. Angelic beings, they carry the environments with which now we are calling atmospheres here on earth. So they are designed to be carriers of the power, carriers of the environment which is from above. So God fashioned the angels through his creativity. Okay, so look at Colossians chapter number 1, verse number 15. It says, "Who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature? For by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in the earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created for him, and all things were created by him." You get it? I hope you're understanding. I hope you're following. So now look at Colossians 1:27, which is the mystery of this age. Christ in you, the hope of glory. So there is something that happened, and I want you to look at it very, very carefully. That after God created angels, he created us. And Psalms 8:4 says, "What is man that you are so mindful of him?" So look at it this way, okay. Man, if you understand from our previous teachings, is the only being that is defined after the order of God. Man is defined after the order of God. God created man, then on the seventh day he rested after creating man, so that man can now begin to work from where he left. The one on earth can only work by the one who is in heaven. May your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's a declaration of war on systems that are right on earth. So there is a Moses now that is coming in this picture, and Moses being introduced to a civilization that is separate, to a civilization that is above, to a civilization far beyond the minds of people. He is coming now with a culture. He is carrying ordinances. He is carrying statutes to teach to the people of God. And this is why you see they are building a temple after the pattern. So there is a kingdom that is above. There is a higher height. There is a civilization that is above our minds, that is above, that is called the spiritual realm. And from Genesis, you begin to look and you see that the day you obeyed another spirit, you made yourself a servant to the spirit. So this is how we became enslaved to sin. But man was God's last creation, because that's when God rested. So we became by default the last born of creation, and Christ is the firstborn of creation. And in the middle, we have angels that are born, that are created. So the realms of angels were created before time was created, meaning that there are other forms of references used in other eons. Time wasn't one of them. One of these references that are used is moments. And moments became a heritage. And in the heavens, it's a matter of priority. Because remember, this is a realm of dominions, of powers, and of glory. So when they looked at mankind in Revelations 5 verse 1 to 5, they realized that men did not have any legislators in Zion. And then John began to weep. The last born was not represented in Zion. Angels were present, but man was not represented. So the reality is, man's heritage is not judged by how much he possesses, but by how much he stands with God. And an angelic being of the order of elders approached him and said, "Be of good cheer." So even in these realms, there are elders, dominions, archangels, seraphims. Then he decided to create the lastborn, which is us. Boy, oh boy. So Christ gave us the ministry of angels for our advantage. I hope you are understanding and really following up on this.